All right, welcome. If you are here, you saw our introduction video on our site and you want to be a home preparation consultant and you're ready to start training, and we're going to talk about this right now. This is your introduction video. If perhaps by chance you did not see that video that's on our site and fill out an application, please go do that first, just because you don't want to waste your time here if it's really not something that you'll be interested in. So just go watch that short video first, because this will be a much longer video because it's going to go into a lot of detail. Go watch that first. If you're interested, fill out an application. It's just a couple questions. There's no education requirements. Really, anybody can do this, but not everybody may want to do this, okay? And we also really don't want to train too many people in one area, because we want to be there enough appointments for everybody that they want to have. Okay, so just go do that first. Homepreptraining.org is the site. Watch the video, fill out the application, then come back. So you could have seen us on Instagram, Facebook, Craigslist. We're in numerous places. If you're here, it means that you really want to do this and you're ready to find out the details on training. So this is the details on training, your introduction video. Okay, so let's start talking about it. This chart, just to remind you, is the market and how big this market is. Okay, your market as a home preparation consultant is all the houses that are up for sale. This is just houses that sold, 6.44 million. Okay, it is a lot bigger than this. There are a lot of houses that were on the market that didn't sell. Okay, so if you would have helped them, this number could be $2 million, 2 million houses bigger. Who knows? We don't know, but we'll find out soon. As we start helping everybody, it can make a big difference. All right, so if you don't like to say home preparation consultant, you could also say condition expert. I know a lot of people keep telling me that's such a mouthful to say, I know, but I wanted it to be, something that we wanted it to be something that like you could understand what it is just by the title of it. So that's why. So you can call yourself condition expert if you'd like. All right. So what do? They have a meeting, discussion, consultation with the homeowner about all the little details and tasks that should be accomplished in the house in order to make it look more like a model house. Okay, and what does that do? Then it will attract more buyers. Usually it helps sell the house faster and for a higher price. But those two things are things that a realtor does. Okay, a realtor sells the house. You don't sell the house, but you help them with the condition. Okay, but by putting it in the condition, it usually helps that house to sell quicker and for more money. You can say that, but you can't say that that's what you're going to do. Be careful about that. So make sure that you say, the realtor sells the house, I help put it in the correct condition, or at least give you the details on what you could do in order to put it into that condition. Do you have to help them put it in that condition? No, you do not. You can just be the consultant. If you want to, as an extra service, you could. And we'll go into that a little bit later, but you do not have to. Okay? All right. So what are those things? There are things like cleaning, removing things, suggesting a remodel, landscaping, fixing up the pool. Here's a tiny little details would be like the garden hose shouldn't be left out. It should be hung up on a rack on the side of the house would be a good example. Pressure washing the driveway would be a very detailed example. Cleaning out all the drawers would be another detailed example. And we go through all of that in training. All those tiny little details. We even go have videos walking through houses, pointing things out so that you can see a real life example. And hey, in this particular house, this could be done, and this could be done, and this could be done, and this could be done, so that you have many, many, many examples, and so it's easy to learn, okay? And then you're going to leave the client with a systemized list of what they could do and a summary of everything that you went through, okay? You're going to email that to them later. You don't have to do it right there while you're there. So you can get to go home, sit down, think about it, write it up, and then email it to them later, okay? So I hope that explains it a little bit more. We're going to keep going. All right, so basically you want to help them make the kitchen look like this. Okay, so you want nothing on the counters, you want to make it look nice and clean, and a lot of cases in a house, these handles here are dirty. Inside the microwave, they never clean inside the microwave. I don't know why, but you'll need to tell your clients to clean inside the microwave. And a million other tiny little details in a house. If you're showing a house, it should look like a model house, and in a model house, the appliances are clean. So that's just one item that you're going to go through in training, okay, that you're going to learn. All right, moving forward. It would help them with the outside of the house. when I explained the outside of the house should look like this. Okay, the grass should be nice and edged, the bushes should be trimmed, the driveway should be pressure washed and clean, the entryway should be spotless and inviting, so on and so forth. Okay, moving forth, and you're going to get paid very well for it. You're going to charge $199 for that consultation. That is the average price. If you have a high-end house, you can charge more. If it's a smaller house, you can charge a little bit less. Okay, we're going to teach you how to get other people to bring you clients. You can go out and get them yourself if you want to, or you can go get other people to bring them to you. And we'll talk a lot about that moving forth. Okay, so realtors are going to be probably the main person that's going to bring you clients. And there's numerous other people that will bring you clients, and we'll teach you how to get other people to bring you clients. Realtors, obviously, you're going to work with realtors. It's a good thing to do, okay? And you're going to pay them out of that $199 between $40 and $50. Most realtors can't take cash, but that's okay. They can usually take a consumable item. You will need to talk to them about what they can accept. Usually a bottle of wine or some form of food or a gift card, something like that, a realtor can take as payment. Why are you going to pay them a referral fee? Because you want them to bring you more clients. If you pay them and you are grateful and thankful, then they're going to bring you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 clients maybe in a year if they're a very busy realtor. Wouldn't it be nice if 1, 2 realtors brought you 50 clients in a year? Yes, it would be. Would you mind if they brought you 50 clients and you had to pay them $40 referral fee? No, because they're bringing you clients and you don't have to go out and find any clients. Yes, so this is a very, very good thing. Work with realtors, pay them $40, $50, and they keep bringing you more. You'll still make $150 an hour if you pay them $50. So keep that in mind, $150 an hour. Yes. Contractors. Contractors are going to pay you. So it's going to make up for that money that you have to pay out to realtors. They're going to pay you. Why are they going to do that? Because you're going to give them business. This is a really big deal. A home preparation consultant is a community service position. You're going to feel great every day when you do this work. You're going to help realtors sell more houses, and you're going to help contractors stay in business. Okay, so you're going to go through the house, okay, and you're going to notice things that need to be done. For example, painting is a good one. You're going to notice that things need to be painted, okay, and then you're going to tell them, hey, you really need to paint these walls that happen to be this bright pink, maybe a white or a real light color. Okay, so then you're going to call a contractor and say, hey, Joe the painter, I've got a client here that needs some walls painted. These are the dimensions. Can you give me a price? And Joe's going to say, sure, for that amount of room and that amount of square footage, I would probably charge about $950. Say, great, Joe, let me call you back in 5 minutes. And then you arrange all that, and you say, hey, can you do it? Time, blah, 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 all that stuff. Then you leave and you call Joe back and you say, okay, she's ready to go on Friday, and my referral for that is $50. Okay, and say, and Joe, I'm going to give you all of my clients moving forward if you do a good job with her. He's going to be so happy you won't believe it. He will be thrilled. Hopefully he's a good painter and you looked up his ratings on Google, so on and so forth. But they will love to pay you for this. Why? Let me give you a really good example of why. On Home Advisor, they pay a lot of money. They pay $50 for a client, okay, that they don't get. So this is what happens with Home Advisor. Home Advisor gets a homeowner that goes on there that wants their house painted, okay? Then they sell that name, phone number, and email of that homeowner to 50 to 100 to 150 contractors. They all pay for that. Okay, it's a very good business. Home Advisor makes a lot of money, okay? And that's a problem, because only one contractor is going to do that painting. So would a contractor rather pay you when they know they're going to get the business versus Home Advisor? Hell yeah, they would. Oh my goodness, yes, they would. Okay, pardon my my French there. But yes, we know a lot of contractors, and they will absolutely love you, and they will love to pay you. So moving forward, I don't want to take up too much of your time on that, but I want to make that really clear. Don't let that ever bother you. And a realtor is going to love bringing you a client if you find one that understands the value of what you do. And all you have to do is do it once and they will understand the value. And they'll be like, yeah, I get a $40 gift card to a restaurant. I get to go out on a date this Friday, paid for by someone else. Heck yeah. All of this is good. All of this is really good. Okay, moving forward. Come on now. There we go. All right. Yes, there's a cute little picture of everybody working together. All right, so how are we qualified? You kind of already heard maybe a little bit in my voice. We're business owners. We have realtors on our team. We have tech guys. We have contractors. And we have marketing company. Okay? So we have prepared hundreds of houses for sale. We've prepared them for investors, for homeowners, for realtors privately, for banks, and we've done a lot of foreclosures. Hundreds and hundreds of houses for sale. And all the tiny little skills and things in our training, we've done. Okay? Matter of fact, one year, one of our business owners and contractors helped to sell 96 properties. 96 properties. Trust me, the realtors loved him. Absolutely loved him because he put houses in amazing condition. So yes, all the things that we're going to teach in training, we've done hundreds and hundreds of times. Plus we have experience in so many other different businesses, it all kind of blends together. And wait till you see how many other things are in this training. It'll really blow your mind. It's not just teaching you how to go through the house. It's a whole lot more. And I'll get into that in just a second. Okay? All right. So moving forward, we have to kind of take a step back because a home preparation consultant is different than a job. It's different than any other profession. It's far different than all those. So I kind of have to go through this a little bit with you. So bear with me. All right. Even business owners were an employee at one point. I think everybody has had a job of some sort. Okay. So you understand that you have so many rules you have to follow and you're really far different than a business owner. So let's talk about that. You're told when you can take vacation. Most of the time you were told when you can take vacation. You're told you have to be stuck somewhere between 9 to 5 or whatever the hours are for your job. You know, most of the time people that work a job feel drained. And it's mostly, I think, anyway, that they feel like they're not helping anybody or making a difference. They're helping their boss. They're helping that company. But they're not really coming in contact with people one-on-one that they're making a difference in. Maybe certain jobs. You know, if you really, we're doing something for your community and you get paid for it, that's possibly an exception. But most people do not feel like they're helping people or making a difference in the world at their job. That's why they feel drained from their job, okay? And they feel tired and they need vacations, right? Another thing is they don't get to spend very much time with their kids. And then the kids are done at 3 o'clock and they have to work till 5. And they got to put their kids in after school programs. And then they got to pay for those. It's a very long, difficult situation when you have kids and you have to work. We won't go into that too many details about this. You also don't have control over how much you make. And that's one of the biggest problems with the job. If you wanted a $20,000 raise, your boss is going to laugh at you if you walk over to him and say, I want a $20,000 raise. Like, it's just not going to happen. The most you could hope for maybe a couple thousand raise, and that's really like if they feel like giving it to you. It doesn't mean like I can just go work harder and make more money unless you're in sales. That would really be the only exception to that rule. You can't just work harder and then make more money at a job. You have to deal with what they tell you you're worth. And do you really feel like you're worth what you're paid? Most people don't. Okay? What if you actually owned your job? What if you owned your job and you had control over how much you make? We're going to talk about that. Okay? All right. Moving forward. Okay, so a lot of business owners, it's a little bit different, and those things are different for them, sort of. But in order to become a business owner and have more control over their time, sort of, and take vacations when they want most of the time, and have control over how much they make, they had to pay for a lot for school. Okay, all these guys had to pay a lot for school, and any other profession that you can think of had to pay a lot for school. Okay, doctors and lawyers, the most. Electricians, carpenters, mechanics, plumbers, insurance people, real estate agents, all of them have to pay for school. Okay, they usually have to wait to make money because they have to go to school and they have to learn how, and then they have to get experience, and no one's going to hire them if they don't have experience, so on and so forth. Okay, that skill usually took a long time to learn. You know, I mean, maybe, real estate agent can go to school for a few weeks. Insurance agent has to take a lot of different tests. That takes a lot longer than that. These guys it's like a year. Obviously, doctors go the longest. Yes, they make the most, but they also go to school for like 8, 10 years to be a doctor. Okay. They get large expenses, tools, like all these guys have to buy all the tools that they need to use for their profession. A lot of them have to hire employees and then deal with employees, and that, we all know, is difficult. If you've ever had to do that before, that can be very difficult. And all these guys have to pay a lot of money in advertising. Okay, so all this stuff here that you see, and all that stuff in the previous slide, a home preparation consultant doesn't have to deal with any of those things. Okay, so let's just go back there for a second. Okay. You can take vacation whenever you want because you own your job, okay? You don't have to be stuck anywhere from 9 to 5 because you make your own appointments. So when you work, and it's all because when you want to, okay? You do feel like you're helping people make a difference because you are directly helping people making a difference. You don't have to put your kids in after-school programs if you don't want to. Just don't book your appointments during those times. You do have control over how much you make. You just go do more work and you make more money. And you own your job. Okay, you don't have to pay a lot of money for school. You don't have to pay a lot of money for school, anyway. You don't have to wait to make money. You can learn this skill in a couple days. Okay, a couple days and you're out and doing it and earning money. Okay, it doesn't take a lot of time. It's a couple days. You don't have to pay for tools. You don't have to hire employees if you really want to. If you want to add skills, then you could, but you don't have to. And we're going to teach you how to do all your advertising for free. If you want. You can pay for advertising if you want to, but otherwise, we're going to teach you how to get other people to bring you clients so you don't have to go find them unless you want to, and how to do all your advertising for free. All right, so let's go on to this. The difference between a job and a business. See, this is all so different as a home preparation consultant that we have to kind of go through all this, so bear with me. Yes, you get paid less at a job and usually more at a business. But here's the other thing. You get to keep more of this than you do at your job. So let's say these were both $80,000. This business owner would get to keep more of his money. Okay, so and most people don't know this, and it's really a shame that people don't know this. Okay, so you're actually the highest tax at a job. Why? Because you pay taxes on your gross amount, which is let's say you make $10 an hour, you're taxed on that $10 an hour. A business is not taxed like that. If a business makes $100 an hour, they collect all their money and they buy all the things that they need for their business, their gas, their tools, whatever business expenses that they have, they spend their money for that, and then whatever money is left over is what they pay taxes on. So of their piece of the money that they make, they keep more of their money. Okay, because they pay taxes on the lesser amount. At a job, you pay taxes on the full amount of your money. Most people don't know that. Okay, at a job, you don't have control over your time or your money. Okay, in a business, you kind of do. It depends on what kind of business that you have. Okay, if you've got a storefront, no, you don't, of any kind. You just don't, because you have to be open during certain hours, and a lot of businesses are like that way. So you really don't, in a lot of businesses, have control over your time. Okay, and so a lot of cases you don't have a ton of control over your money. You do. You can work a little bit more, but you have insurance and you have very high expenses, and that becomes a little less controllable in a business. Okay, at a job you have to follow rules. In a business you have to follow regulations, and a lot of businesses have regulations. Insurance regulations, doctors, lawyers, lots and lots of regulations that they have to follow. Okay, and a business usually has to put out a lot of money to advertise and all other kinds of expenses that a business has. Lots of money to do that. So that is why they are favored in the tax laws, because they put out a lot more money than somebody who's working a job. So I don't know how many people know this. I found that a lot of people don't know that about the difference between a job and a business. So that little tiny piece of information, that 1-minute speech about businesses and a job, could be very new information for you, but definitely something to go over and remember the difference between a job and a business. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you guys. I know you're here for the money. We are going to talk about it. I promise. But I know you're also probably here for freedom. I hope you are. I really hope that you are, because this is so different, and you're going to get so much more freedom as a home preparation consultant than at a job or business. It's unbelievable. All right, moving forward. So let's talk about a home preparation consultant and how it's different, and explain really all the stuff that's in it. Okay, so it is a very fun social job. Okay, your job every day is talking to people. You're going to talk to homeowners, you're going to talk to realtors, you're going to talk to contractors, you're going to do networking events and talk to people and meet business owners. That's what you do. That's really what you do all day. So if you're a social person, it's going to be very, very easy, so easy for you to be a home preparation consultant. Very, very easy. If you're detailed oriented, if you're organized, that's just another plus for you as a home preparation consultant. All right. Yes, I mentioned it can be learned in a few days. So unlike a profession where they have to go to school and training for 6 months to years, you can learn to do this in a couple of days and go out and start making money right away. Okay, because very, very, very little to nothing to start doing this to home preparation consultant. As I mentioned, all your advertising is free, so on and so forth. Okay, you can make easily $50,000 part-time. Part-time. Because you're charging $199 an hour. And yes, you're going to give a little bit to a realtor, but you're going to get that money back from a contractor when you give them business. Okay? Yes, you can easily make up to $500,000 a year as a home preparation consultant. And we can show you exactly how, if this is what you're after, you're going to work with high-end clients. Okay, and we show you exactly how to do that. If this is what you're after, we'll show you exactly how to do that and everything in between. Whatever it is that you want to do, however the amount of money that you want to make, however that you want to, whatever kind of clients you want to do as a home preparation consultant, all of it is in the training. Okay, so many different kinds of home preparation consultants. We teach all of it in the training, and you can pick and choose what kind of clients you want to work with and how much money you want to make. Okay, as I mentioned, you make your own schedule. If you want to go on a 4-week vacation, then you go on a 4-week vacation. You schedule your own appointments, period. No one does that for you. Okay, you do that. So if you have kids, you can do it around a schedule. We have a stay-at-home mom that mostly works in retirement communities, so she's able to schedule daytime appointments most of the time and then an occasional Saturday. So that's how she sets up her schedule. Okay, we have another girl who works full-time, and she does everything on the weekends because she works 9 to 5. And she eventually wants to be doing this full-time, but for right now, she's running appointments on the weekend, and she's very happy because she's doing very well. She's making almost as much money as she does in her full-time job for a couple hours on the weekend. Unbelievable. I know. It's awesome. Okay, so you own your job, and you're the boss. Why? Because you make your own schedule, and you decide on your income, and you decide on everything as a home preparation consultant. Okay, you don't have anybody telling you what to do. We're not here to tell you what to do. We're just here to train you how to do it. That's it. You can do whatever you want. We're not going to tell you got to be out there every Saturday for 5 hours. If you only want to be out there on Saturday for an hour, then you're only out there on Saturday for an hour. Okay. And most of the advertising, as a matter of fact, you could be all of your advertising to tell other people about what you do. We show you how to do that all for free, so you don't have to pay any money to do it. Okay, and we mentioned this feeling great about what you do. When people work a job, people don't feel good about what they do because they're not the ones who own the company. They're making other people money. They're not making themselves money. As a home preparation consultant, you're making your money. And here's the other thing. You're helping contractors get more business and not paying Home Advisor thousands of dollars a month and only getting one job. That's literally what's going on for contractors right now. Contractors are going out of business like you would not believe. You could be a very, very big difference for a contractor. You could help him feed his family. You can help a realtor sell more houses and feed their families. You can help a homeowner get a house sold that they really needed to get sold. What I mean, you're working directly with these people. You are directly helping people get the things that they want, make the money that they need, and live the life that they want to live. Literally. You will feel amazing about what you do as a home preparation consultant because all day long you get to talk to people and meet different people and learn about them and help them get the things that they want and the things that they need. You will feel fantastic every single day. Anyway, moving forward. I don't want to dwell on that, but it's so true. It's so true. All right, I have to put this in here because, oh my goodness, all the stuff that we do on social media, it's really starting to get to me, honestly. Everybody thinks that they could put no effort into something and there's some kind of push button $1 million machine out there that takes no time, money, or effort. Everything takes time, money, and effort, guys. I don't want to dwell on this. It takes time, money, and effort to do everything. It is going to take you time, money, and effort to be a home preparation consultant. All right. What are we going to show you in training? Okay, this is just your introduction, obviously not the full training in this one little video. We're going to show you how to find homeowners, okay, for sale by owners. We're going to teach you how to get other people to bring you clients so you don't have to go out and find them yourself, okay? But you can if you want to. I'm going to tell you everything to say. You don't need to know, oh my God, I don't know what to say. We're going to tell you what to say. And it is so easy and simple. It's very, very easy and simple to tell people what you do. So easy. We're going to teach you, obviously, how to do the consultation. We're going to talk to you about how you team up with realtors and how to find the ones that will see the value in what you do, okay? How to team up with contractors. That's going to be so simple because they're going to love a phone call from you when you tell them what you do. They're going to be blown away. They won't believe it because they've never even heard of anybody like this before. And you're going to get them business. It's unbelievable. Okay, we're going to teach you how to add other services. If you want to, you can add other services to your consultation job to make you even more money than $199 an hour. Okay, and we teach those other services inside the training. You can do them, not do them, completely up to you. There's also even a part in the training where we teach you how to help the homeowner make money as they're selling their house. Yes, I know, it's crazy. All of this is so different than everything you've ever seen. It's so different. Okay, if you imagine going to a consultation for someone, okay, and say, oh, and by the way, I can help you make some money to help pay for that consultation that you just paid me for. They're gonna be like, what? Yeah, that's exactly the kind of reactions you're going to get. Unbelievable. All right, moving forward. All right, so I want you to think about this for a second because a skill is like this, and I don't think people really think about it this way. Okay. You need to think when you learn a skill, you literally have a machine that will pay you whatever amount the market will allow for that skill, okay, which in this case is $199 an hour, okay? If you had a machine, which you do when you learn a skill equals money machine, period. It does. Because if you have a skill, you can go out and redo and use that skill over and over and over again and collect that same amount of money. Really think about a skill that way because that's exactly what a skill is. I am skilled. I can do this. I can go out and charge for this. You have a money machine. Your skill equals a money machine. So if you had a money machine that would pay you $199 and you just have to use that machine for an hour, how much would you pay for that machine? Think about it that way. Think about that. All right, because literally that's what a skill is. Okay, so a doctor, a lawyer, an electrician, a plumber, that's what they did. Okay, they went and got training so that they could learn a skill, so they can use that skill over and over and over again to keep collecting money as a money machine. Okay, all right. So we kind of went through all this, but just to remind you how it's so different from doctor, lawyer, electrician, plumber, HVAC guy, real estate agent, insurance agent, everybody that you think of, it's out there. Okay, you can learn in a couple days. Nobody can learn their skill in a couple days, but you can here. Absolutely, you can make money the first week. As soon as you learn. You just learn the consultation right away, skip everything else, just go right to the consultation, learn the consultation, go out and do it and collect money, period. That quick, okay? You can have those services to make even more money. You can charge referral fees to the contractors. You have insanely low startup costs. And you have your advertising. We're going to teach you how to do all of it for free. In other words, teach you exactly how to tell people what you do and go get clients. Or get other people to bring you clients, okay? And mention that you make your own schedule and that there's no regulations. This is a new profession, so it is not regulated at this time. So you do not need to worry about regulations or rules because you're the boss and you make your own schedule. So you don't have rules and you don't have regulations like a job and a business do, okay? So, yes, we're talking about the money right now. Okay, so just to kind of give you an idea, I mentioned that between 50 and 500, okay? Just doing the consultation alone, if you did 30 appointments a week or 30 hours a week, I don't know what you're working now, 40 hours maybe, or regular job's 40 hours. Okay, that's $300,000 a year. Take a breath. $199 an hour at 30 hours a week is $300,000 a year. One more time. You're going to learn a skill that you can charge $199 for. And if you work 30 hours a week, you can make $300,000 a year. You are learning a money machine. Understand that. Referral fees, okay, for the contractors, okay. This would be above and beyond what you pay the realtor. You're going to have referral fees. Let's talk about how high they can be. A lot higher than this, okay? And this is just a little tiny example, okay? So let me give you an example of a high one, give you an example of a low one. Painting the outside of a house could be about $3,000 to $5,000 job. You could easily ask $300 to $500 in a referral fee for that job. Easily. Why? Because they're paying that in advertising to get that job. You are a form of them paying for advertising, as that's what a referral fee is, okay? You are helping them get work, especially if it's somebody that you work regularly and they know they're going to keep getting regular business from you and they're a good contractor. They're going to love you and they're going to be thrilled to give you money for jobs. You have no idea. You really have no idea. You really, really don't. Pressure washing job. Let's say somebody charges $125 to do a driveway. You could easily get $20 for that. That's a low one and a high one. And there's all in between. All different kinds of things that you can refer out to contractors. And we discuss that all in training on all the different things that you can refer out to contractors. How to talk to contractors, how to call them, how to get them, how to be ready with them when you go do clients, all that stuff. It's very simple. Don't worry about it. It's so easy to call contractors. They love you. All right, so moving forward, skills. I'm going to show you the skills inside the training in just a second, okay? You can charge probably an average of $150 for that skill, okay? And if you added that to all of your appointments, how much is that? Are you understanding this? Breathe. Take a deep breath. Oops, sorry about that. Take a deep breath. Okay. You're learning a skill. A money machine is what you're learning. Literally. That could easily make you $500,000 a year with little to no expenses compared to any other profession or business, period. When I say this is different, it is massively different. Massively. Okay. In these skills, yes, you're going to have a little bit more expenses because you may have some tools that you use, so on and so forth, but not that much. Okay. In the consultation, there's like no expenses. Okay, referral fees, no expenses. It's a phone call. It's a 5-minute phone call. This is another thing I don't think everybody gets for this. This is a 5-minute phone call. This is money that you're going to make without doing any work. You are not trading hours for dollars. You're making a phone call, giving somebody work, and making them happy. You will not believe how happy you will make contractors. I really want to emphasize that. All right. Moving forward, now that you really understand the money machine that you have your hands on, because that's what a skill is, it just really is. All right, let's talk about some bonuses that are in training. So we're not just teaching you some extra skills and a consultation. We're going to talk to you about sales training. Okay, now I know everyone's like, oh my God, sales training, that's crazy. I don't want to do sales. I don't know how sales got such a bad rap. Sales, I keep doing that, guys. I'm sorry about that. Sales is communication, period. It just is. It's just learning about communication, about how you communicate, how others communicate, about reading people, about understanding how people think. That's really all sales is. If you really think about it that way, then you'll be great at it. If you just think sales training is just me learning how to communicate and understand people and myself better. That's really what sales training is. Okay, really look at it that way, and it'll be a whole lot easier for you. All right, follow-up training. Follow-up training is going to be more important in this profession than any other. And this is why. Okay, you're going to get people that just put their house up on the market and you're talking about what you do, and they're going to go think that they don't need you right now, which is not true. They do. But they're going to say no right now, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with those. Okay, and what you're going to do is follow up with them. And 30 days, 60 days from now, maybe even 90 days from now, and you keep in touch with them, they're not going to sell their house because it's not going to be in the right condition. And they're going to go, oh, I'm going to pay for that consultation now because I need to know why my house isn't selling. And you have the answer for that. I would have to say maybe 50-60% at least is going to be business. Your business is going to be from follow-ups. Follow-ups are super, super, super important in this profession. Huge. Thank you training is like follow-up training. And we'll teach you about that. It's really another way to get other people to bring you clients. It's massive. Nobody does this, and it's so powerful and effective. I can't even begin to tell you. Okay, we're talking about motivation in this training. Nobody does that. I mean, nobody does that, and everybody should. They really should, because we all need motivation. We all need to. We need help. We want to feel like we're not alone. We want to feel motivated. We want to feel inspired. We want to feel excited about keeping moving, about going forth in our business, about having new ideas and solving new problems. Motivation is very, very important. That's why we add it, because we know it's important. Fortunately, there's not enough of it in the world. There really isn't. Okay, networking is really simple. It's going to places and meeting people and talking about what you do. That's all it is. That's all it is, and it's fun. It's so fun because you get to go to happy hours and you get to go to breakfast meetings and farmers markets and all kinds of cool places to network and talk to people about what you do. And you get to have fun and you get clients out of it. Networking is awesome. Okay, digital marketing. We own a marketing company. Okay, our creators own a marketing company as well. So we are going to teach you inside the training a little bit about digital marketing, enough to help you in a local business, which is all you need. So it's all right there. This little piece right here, if we did this in complete detail, we could sell for $5,000. But we're just putting it in there for you. Okay? We have a whole little spot about public speaking, which we literally, it's so fantastic. We teach you how to give a 3-minute, and I mean 3-minute speech at a realtor office that will easily probably get you 40 appointments. All you have to do is stand up for 3 minutes. I know everybody hates public speaking, but you're going to do it in a way where you're just asking questions. That simple. 3 minutes. Easy. Super easy at a realtor office. And how to do it and exactly what to say easily get you 40 appointments. How much is 40 appointments? Yeah, think about it. And then free vacations. When we get to 1,000 consultants, we'll give you free vacations. There's all stuff in the training about that, but we won't go into that. That's just a little bonus, a little give back to you guys, and ongoing support, and so much more. All right, moving forward here. So we're about to go inside the training, and I'm going to show you all the little spots in there. So I just want you to focus, so that's why that's there. So hold on just one sec. All right, we are so lucky. In the last few days, our tech guys are really working on the website. And before that, we were just keeping the website real basic, but now they're starting to make it all pretty for us. So you see these little clouds in the back, things like that. All right, so we're right here on the site. So once you have registered, then all this, and I'm sure you were on here to see the video, which is right down here. See the video? Okay, and then the link for the application. Yeah. Okay, so all this, once you've registered, will all unlock. Okay, so I'm just going to go through it real quick. Your Start Here page is going to have a list of steps that you can do. We did not put it in any particular order because since you own your job, you can do that in any order that you want to, or you can choose to skip things. So it's just a suggestion list on what you could do to get started. Okay? All right, so training. House research is how to find your houses, period. House walkthroughs is walkthroughs of houses teaching you what to look for in a consultation. Actual houses in real life, right there, teaching you exactly what to look for in a house, what to change, what to clean, so on and so forth. There's a sales training in the follow-up that mentioned networking, public speaking. This is teaching you how to be a consultant and a contractor. That would be adding skills. Now, there's a way to do that because you really shouldn't do it all together. You should do it separately, and that's all discussed in here, invoicing and all kinds of things like that, right in here, in being a consultant and a contractor. In other words, having a consultation business and having a extra skill business, putting it together. Okay, job, business, profession, so on and so forth. Okay, realtors, how to talk to them, what to say to them, how to work with them, all that stuff's right there. Contractors, how to team up with contractors, what to say to them, everything's all right there. What to charge them, how to deal with referral fees, all that. Okay, for sale by owners, what to say to for sale by owners if they don't have a realtor, how to get them to pay for your services, so on and so forth. Thank you training. Just another way to get other people to bring you clients. And it's big. because nobody does this. That's why it's got little stars in it. It's massive. This is so different than anyone else. Nobody does this. Really, oops, nobody does this. They do it once. You should do this 5, 6, 7 times for follow-ups, especially in this business. This is kind of like a follow-up. Okay, and nobody does it, and it's big. Makes a big difference. Okay, so here, remember that $500,000? It's right here. High-end houses are going to be your $500,000 ticket, okay, combined with one of these skills. Okay, you work with high-end houses, you could charge a lot more money and have a lot more little services that you do. And we train you how to do that right here. So right here on just this one little tiny piece, we teach you how to make $500,000 a year. How to have a money machine that could make you $500,000 a year. I hope you're understanding this. That is what a skill is. A skill is a money machine. You learn the skill, and then over and over and over again, you can go out and charge that money. Right here, it tells you how to charge a lot of money. Just this little tiny piece. All right. Resources right here. Contractor list will go to once you've registered. Websites and logos. We talked to you about having a website and a logo. Right there. We just put it on there. Another thing we shouldn't have in this training, but we just give it to you extra. Blog updated all the time. And by the way, this website is updated and edited every single week. Actually, several times a week. Every single week we add information to this. Constantly. We are constantly adding information. The more feedback we get from our consultants, the more we add it right here. Right here is an example of feedback. Here are the 3 consultants that we have and how they're doing in their first couple of weeks. And we're putting it right here on the site. Okay, and the more information that we get, the more little tiny tidbits, the more we are putting it inside the training. We're either putting it into the text of the training or putting it into a blog. Anywhere in there we feel that it's a good place to fit, because we know it's going to help other consultants. We are adding it, editing this website more than once a week, all the time, nonstop. It's always going to be different. Motivation, we talked about why it's important. Being seen online is digital marketing, something we shouldn't have in here, because you should be paying for that separately. But nope, we just put it in there for you so that you can have it, because you're going to need it. Because eventually you're going to need a website and you're going to need to figure out how to do that stuff. We're just giving it to you. It's just there for you so that you don't have to worry about, because if you go get somebody to do SEO for you, which is search engine optimization, okay, you're going to pay between $1,000 to $3,000 a month. And I'm not kidding. Because we have a marketing company, we know what they charge. That's what you're going to pay somebody to help you be seen locally, okay, online. We're just going to teach you that here inside this training, okay? All the things that you need to learn about that, all right? Documents, these are all documents you need, the checklist, summary, so on and so forth, all right there. Frequently asked questions. If you don't have the answer there, or if it's not in the training, and you have support right here. And all you have to do is send us an email and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Okay, and help you through this whole thing. That's what we're here for. We're here to train you how to do this. These are just some examples of skills that you could add in addition to doing the consultation, only if you want to. That will make you even more money. Okay, staging, it's very high expense, but also very high pay. You get very high pay for staging, but you have to buy the furniture and so on and so forth. So it is a very high expense skill, but a good one, very good one. Cleaning, landscaping, pressure washing, organizing, all these are pretty self-explanatory, as you mentioned. Remodeling is not going to be a skill you're going to add, but we put it under skills. It's going to be when you're going to refer out. So this is really explaining when you go into a house, what would you suggest that they remodel? And then you're going to refer that out to a contractor. Painting, also similar, unless you are already a painter, but you got to be careful with painting, because in some places you need to be licensed, so on and so forth, outside of painting one room. Anyway, so think about that. It's probably when you're going to refer out, and you get good referral fees for painting. Good referral fees. Yard sale and web sale service is how you're going to teach the homeowner how to make money, and you can charge for that service. Yes. Okay. Vacant and snowbird services. Snowbirds, I'm down here in Florida, and snowbirds are people that are only in their property for a certain time of the year, okay, which then in turn makes it a vacant property. Okay, there are lots and lots and lots of services that need to be done for vacant houses. Okay, for example, for insurance purposes, an insurance company will not cover damage to a house if it was vacant. Okay, if you can prove that you are keeping an eye on that house by taking pictures and checking to make sure that the heat works and the air conditioning works and so on and so forth, then yes, they will cover any damages. Say that there was like a hot water heater broke and exploded. Okay, so there's so much in this training. This is just one little example. So as a vacant snowbird service, seriously, you can get a free app on your phone, okay, and go to that house and take pictures as like an update for their insurance company. And then you just email them the pictures, okay, and then they have evidence that they are checking up on their property. And then if anything happens to that property, then the insurance company can't possibly say that they won't cover it because they have dated and timed evidence that they are keeping an eye and taking care of that property. And then of course there's many other things that can be done to properties when when they're vacant. Oh, the lawn, cleaning it, meeting other contractors, lots of things like that. So we talked to you about that and how you can charge to go take care of vacant houses for people. It's big. This is so big. There's so much in here. It's unbelievable. We're teaching you a very big money machine. And then this is all of your membership information, so on and so forth. So, all right, back to the video. Hold on a second. All right, you saw inside, you were focusing. All right, so we do have to put this in here because we can't guarantee you're going to make any of that money because you actually have to go run the appointments. I mean, common sense. Common sense. We're your trainers. We'll train you how to do it, but you literally have to go out and do the appointments. You've got to go make the appointments and go meet the homeowners. It's really that simple. Obviously, we can't guarantee you success. All right, it's up to you to do the work. Okay. All right. When we started to put this, when we started putting this together, okay, we thought we would start a company and hire consultants. Okay, and then we did all the math and all the things that we were going to do because obviously we've done this many times over. We've had many businesses. We realized that we could only pay you about 20 bucks an hour as a consultant. And we didn't like that, okay, for a lot of reasons. $20 an hour is not enough. Not enough with today's expenses. It's just not enough. It's not enough for you to value what you do. It's not enough for you to put the right enthusiasm into it. It's not enough for you to feel like you're making a difference. There's so many pieces. If you've ever been a business owner, you'll understand what I mean. You don't learn anything at a job, really. There's so much more you learn if you own your job than if you work your job. So it was also going to be a very high cost for us, okay? And we would have had to go and be like Home Advisor and get the homeowners to call us and send you out on leads. And then what if you didn't want to go out on that appointment? Like, we don't want to let homeowners down. There's lots of things about that. There's so many reasons why we didn't. The biggest reason was it's not going to teach you anything. Not enough. You don't really learn anything in a job and you don't feel good about your job. You just feel like you're helping somebody. You're helping your boss. You're not helping yourself. Okay, so moving forward. So we changed the plan. We decided to be trainers instead. And we decided to teach you the money machine. And that way you make $199 an hour. You understand freedom. You understand ownership. You understand power. You understand owning your own job. You understand so much. We'd rather teach you how to make between $100,000 part-time, $500,000 if you wanted to work with high-end clients. We wanted to teach you the money machine. We really, really did. We don't want ownership over you. And if you're an employee, your boss does have ownership over you because of all the power he has over you. We do not want to do that. We'd rather teach you how to be your own boss. There's a little saying. It says, if you give a man a fish, he will eat for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, then he will eat for a lifetime. It's the same thing as a money machine. It's the same thing. And we would much rather do that than have you make $20 an hour and own a company and make all that money. It didn't make us feel good. The creators of this program, Home Preparation Consultant, just were so blown away at how different this was going to be and how many people it was going to help and how many people we can get part-time jobs to that can then create their own freedoms and change their families. It has to be done this way. It has to be. because you're going to put so much more value on when you meet with contractors and realtors and when you meet with homeowners, so much more enthusiasm and heart into it than if you were an employee making $20 an hour. All right, so moving forward. Now you understand why we decided to be your trainers, okay? All right, so now you know what a home preparation consultant does. You know about the meeting with the homeowner and all the little things, okay? You know about the market. We talked about the market, 6.44 million, a whole lot more than that, probably even double, because all the houses that are on the market. That is how many appointments are available for you, and that changes all the time because every single day more houses go on the market, or back on the market. So it's not like it disappears. There's always going to be people that need places to live and people that need to sell those places. The market is massive, and this is not a profession that's going to disappear or be outdated ever, because population keeps growing and people keep needing a place to live, and those places to live are bought and sold. Okay, we talked about the potential of the income. Part-time is $100,000 an hour, $100,000 a year. Okay, we talked about how you can make up to $500,000 a year if you work with high-end clients, if you feel that that's something that you want to do. We talked about freedom and how you make your own appointments. We talked about how it's going to help your community because you're helping contractors and realtors and homeowners, helping everybody individually, one-on-one. Okay, we talked about why we're teaching it instead of hiring you for $20 an hour. Okay, and we talked about those other options. There's other professions, there's other businesses that make $100,000 a year and how they're different and how much more money it costs not only to get started but also to run, and how they're regulated and all the other costs and responsibilities, and that there's really very little responsibilities as a home preparation consultant. You book appointments, you go on the appointments, you tell them how to fix their house up. That's it. It's really, really, really simple. And we talked about the cost of all those other professions and how much money that they have to put out and all that stuff. We talked about all that. So now that you know all of that, okay, so what would you pay for a machine that makes $199 an hour? If you gave that machine 40 hours of your time, you would make $7,900. If you gave them 300 hours, you could make almost 60 grand. If you gave them 1,000 hours, which you can give this machine as many hours as you want, and it will spit out $199 an hour or more if you work with high-end clients. If you work with high-end clients, you could charge $500 an hour for this skill. Easily. And more if you add one other skill to it, okay? So if you knew that all you'd have to do is give 1,000 hours and you'd have almost $200,000, would you pay $10,000 for this machine? I will tell you now that there are investors all day long that if you told them they could make $200,000 if they just give 1,000 hours and all they had to do is pay $10,000 for it, they would pay that all day long. There are so many industries out there that people pay a lot more money than this to make a lot less money than this. Okay? So, for example, a fast food restaurant, we all know, is $100,000 or more for that franchise. Okay? Plus, they got to put out all the expenses to maybe make $60,000 to $70,000 a year. Yeah, that's really what's out there. And you got to think about it. Really, really think about all the other professions and businesses out there. Okay? But that's literally what you have and what you're going to learn here as a home preparation consultant. You're going to learn a skill that's easy. That's so easy. That you can go and charge $199 an hour for over and over and over and over again, and you could do that in the first couple of days. Okay, I want you to understand that, because that's happening everywhere, especially in real estate. People are spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to learn how to flip houses, and the trouble is they're having a really hard time doing that because it's a really, really hard profession. This is a really, really easy thing to learn. You can learn in a couple of days and then go out and charge that money. Okay, in real estate, to learn how to flip a house, it's really hard. How do I know? Because I've done it. It's really hard. There's so many things that you need to learn and so many things that can go wrong and lose you money. And I've lost a lot of money doing alternative real estate. So I know that's a real big market out there. I don't want to dwell on that, but I just want to, put that out there. So no, we're not going to do that. We're not charging $10,000, $5,000, $3,000, or $1,000. We're not doing any of that. Why? Because everybody else is. We don't want to do that. We want to help people. We want to help you. We want to help homeowners, contractors, and realtors. And we think all that's ridiculous. And when they take that much money, these people that go to these real estate meetings, they learn how to flip houses, and they go and they pay for mentoring. They pay $10,000 or $20,000 for mentoring. Then they don't have any money left to go buy the house that they need to flip. Like, it's insane. It's really insane. And that's a very big business of people making insane amounts of money. Here's a business, a skill that you're going to learn that'll make you more money than that, and there's no risks or any of that other stuff that you have to deal with. Anyway, all right, we just got news, and that's why I'm redoing this video again to add more information. We're so blessed this summer. So excited. I'm so excited. We just got 3 more volunteers, which really, really help us because we should be charging a ridiculous amount of money for this with how much it costs us to do. It's been very expensive. But we got 3 more volunteers this June. We're so excited, which is going to help us help more of you. We're so happy that there are so many people that believe in this new profession and feel the same way we do, that it's really going to change so many lives and so many people and so many communities. We're just so excited. And I want to stop here because it brings tears to my eyes that this is happening and that we're getting this support, because we're so excited to bring this out into the world. We can't even stop. We can never stop talking about it. We're just so happy about it. So I'm sorry about that, a little emotional moment, but the fact that we have 3 more volunteers to get us through June is a really big deal, and we're so happy, so happy. So anyway, so what does that mean? It helps us serve you. Okay, so because those generous souls that are going to they're going to give their time and their expertise, which we're very excited about. It's going to even change our training even more. Oh, I'm so excited because we get to put more stuff in there for you guys. I mean, more than what you saw, which is, I know, crazy. Really, really crazy. Okay, but unfortunately, they all have other things going on, so we only have them till the end of June. Those 3 wonderful, amazing people. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You know who you are. We only going to have them until June 30th. So because we're able to do that, we already have a ridiculously low price for this, and eventually we are going to be charging a lot of money for this, but we're not now. We already had a really low cost, but we're going to be able to cut it in half because of those wonderful people. So we were at $3.99 to help, and honestly, this doesn't even cover our costs. It does not cover our costs. We're going to be able to do that because they're going to help us with their expertise and their time until the end of June. But unfortunately, at the end of June, we're going to go back to this, and very shortly after that, probably in September, that's going to double, and because this does not cover our expenses on what we have to do to run this training program for you guys. Okay, so I just wanted to say congratulations, because this is a ridiculous offer to get a money machine that's you can charge $199 an hour for, and that you can go out and you only can buy it for $199. I know, this is so crazy, and I'm so happy and so excited that we have these generous souls that are here to help. Okay, so now that you've watched your introduction video, and you're probably blown away right now, and you should be, because this is insane. It's completely insane. It's not going to last very long, because we won't have them on our team much longer, unfortunately. All you need to do to register, to get started, is go to homepreptraining.org, click register, and pay that insane low price of $199. Say if you want to, you can send a support ticket saying thank you to our volunteers, because we would not be able to do this without them. Okay, and then if you want to stay with us for ongoing support, it's $34 a month. Okay, so that's if you want us to be there so that you can ask us questions whenever you want, to help build this in any way you want. We will be there continuously for $34 a month, which you can cancel at any time. So whenever you feel like you've had enough training, you just send a little support ticket that says, okay, I've had enough training, I've learned my skill, I'm ready to go. So welcome aboard, everybody. And you should feel so excited that you're part of this team, because the intelligence and the skills on this team, we are so blessed to have. We are so blessed to have the people that we have on this team. I can't speak about them enough. And we're so excited about the amount of people that we're going to help and how this is going to change so many things. We are hoping, actually, that this changes how business is done, because it's really, you're helping realtors, you're helping contractors, you're helping homeowners. It's like people helping people. And there's not enough of that in business. There really isn't. There's a lot of cutthroat, nasty, bad karma stuff that goes on in the world that I really wish didn't. And this particular profession, I'm really hoping will change that, because we should be helping each other in business. We should be referring business to each other. We should be supporting each other. We should be better human beings, changing the world. We really should. But anyway, welcome aboard, consultants. I'm excited to have you with us. I'm excited to hear your stories. I can't wait for you to tell us your stories about the homeowners that you meet, about the realtors that you meet, about the contractors you meet, and tell us about it so that we can then put it on our site and help other consultants. So excited to hear your stories. Welcome aboard. All you have to do, actually, you know what? I will go in there and show you. So hold on just a sec. All right, so I think it's going to work just fine. So here it is. This is the welcome page. All you got to do is click on the Start Here page. And then you click Register. I haven't changed this price yet. I need to go change that price. And you hit Select. I'm going to do that as soon as I stop recording this video. Okay? And then you put in your username, your password, confirm your password, your email address, confirm your email address, put in credit card number, and this is that 3-digit code that's on the back. You click Agree to Terms of Service, and you click Submit. That's it. And then what will happen is all this other training will open up. So when you click on this, you'll be able to see all the videos and all the content that's in there, and you could just start training right away. So it's all right there. All right, guys. See you soon. Welcome aboard.